Stuff here on my Gotway Monster. A little windy. Heading over to the school. Oh, it's really windy. Just heading over to the school to ride around a little bit. Do some basic skills practice. So most of my rides lately, where I've been filming, I've had someone with me. I haven't had a solo ride in a little while. Well, actually, I did just have the 10 miler the other day, so I lied. Yesterday, Cindy and I went to the North Collier Regional Park, and we just brought the Monster and my M Super, and she rode the M Super the entire time to see how her feet would feel. She rode nothing but the M Super, and the answer was much, much better. Eventually, she did have some foot fatigue, but for the most part, she was okay. Felt much better, and she did a decent job of controlling the wheel. Much bigger than her V5F, obviously. So if you're an electric unicycle enthusiast, you probably have been following Ian from Speedy Feet and Jonathan's Trek. They're doing a 1,000-mile ride where they're averaging somewhere roughly around 100 miles per day on their electric unicycles. They're both riding Gotway Monsters like this. And I saw some disappointing news today that I guess yesterday, or maybe it was earlier this morning, it's hard to tell because of the time difference, but Ian actually blew something on his Monster. He actually was shooting video when you heard a loud pop and it just stopped balancing. He was okay. You know, they're wearing full gear more or less, so he was fine. He didn't hurt himself, but his Monster is not fine. And he actually was taking a train with the Monster back to his hometown to try to fix it, and then he was going to take a train back to wherever they stop so they can continue the journey. So I was bummed to see that the Monster kind of gave out on him. To be fair, from what he described, they had been doing a pretty brutal set of hills that were, you know, where they were just pushing the machine to its limit for an extended period of time, and you know, I guess they crossed that line. Although Jonathan's didn't pop, I don't know what he was doing differently. Although I believe Ian weighs more than Jonathan does, so maybe that was the slight difference. So anyways, I admire Ian's determination to go fix the thing and go back out there and get all the mileage done. So that's admirable. So I wish them both the best of luck. So I've, you know, with my riding yesterday and combined with my 10 miler the other day, I'm getting more experience under my belt with riding the Monster. Doing normal, like commuting kind of stuff like this, I'm pretty fine with. If you saw in that clip where I had the camera stationary, doing a 180 in about this width of sidewalk is about as tight as I can comfortably go at this time. I cannot turn the thing tightly in a controlled manner. If I kind of really threw my body, I could probably do it a little bit tighter, but it definitely does not feel easy yet. I also thought I came up with a really good way to store my bigger wheels, my Monster and my M Super, because I have been just leaning them against the wall because of their size. They don't fit in the wire wheel stands that I have the smaller wheels in. Someone suggested just using the packing foam for the bottom of the wheels as a stand. So I did that, and then I posted the picture to the Gotway Facebook group, and I swear no more than 2 minutes after I posted that picture, Cindy heard a big crash and the M Super had fallen over, and like two very large dominoes had knocked the Monster over as well. So I've redone the boxes. I've used some poster board to give it kind of solid edges around the foam, and I'm going to see if that works any better. Hopefully it does. The other thing that I've noticed with the Monster, again, is the slower ramp up and deceleration because of the larger size wheel. You know, its top end is much faster, but as far as responsiveness, you have to accommodate for the big wheel on the smaller motor. can sort of carve on this. It's a little different. You actually are getting your calves to tip the wheel back and forth. Doesn't feel quite as sharp as what I can do in the M Super, but it's not bad. I'm pretty thirsty. Should have gotten a drink before I left. Hopefully the water fountains by the track are working. Kind of surprised there's nobody here. It's beautiful. This is going to probably be our last really nice weekend in Southwest Florida in like 6 months. The humidity has gone away. It was like in the low 60s in the morning. Probably from here on out, it's going to be freaking, you know, highs of 90 with humidity 80% and above for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. That's an odd thing to have in a water fountain, a crab claw. Especially since there's a trash can right there. Since the track is empty, maybe I will try a couple high-speed laps around it, see how it feels. You can see how I have my leg on the wheel. I would say riding the Monster is the first time in my life that I saw being somewhat bow-legged as a advantage. The natural outward curve in my legs helps me get around the large dimensions of the Monster pretty well. Cindy and I this morning we were running some errands, and we happened to stop by our local Hyundai dealer. Cindy's considering getting a new vehicle. Her 2007 Prius is just under 200,000 miles. So even though it's been very reliable, it's you know, it's only a matter of time till we're going to have to put some serious money into the thing. So she was looking at the new Priuses, and you know, feature-wise, they're pretty cool, and you know, they're techy, and we've had such a good experience with their 2007. Of course, our first impulse would be to, you know, look at a new Prius as a replacement. But there's one thing that I really don't like about the new Priuses, and Cindy agrees with me, is they look like shit. I don't know what kind of styling they were going for, but you know, the front end is okay at best. The back end looks terrible. I hate the way the taillights look. I just think the back end of the vehicle looks like a mess. Kind of looks like it has like a parentheses as headlight or as taillights or something. I just don't understand it. Don't like the way it looks. It's not appealing. And the Ioniq actually gets as good, if not better, overall mileage with up to 59 miles per gallon. But the styling is much more appealing to me. The Ioniq has the better warranty, has I think it's a 5-year 60,000 bumper to bumper, 10-year 100,000 mile powertrain, and the hybrid battery has a lifetime warranty, and that's a big deal. As a Prius owner, I'm lucky because before we bought the Prius, my arm's getting tired. Before we bought the Prius, the hybrid battery pack was replaced already, because that is a major expense in those cars if it goes out. If you have to replace the entire battery pack, you're looking at $3,000 plus, easy. So I thought that was kind of cool that the Ioniq battery has a lifetime warranty. It's one less thing to worry about. So it's a nice car. You know, Cindy's doing the initial exploratory steps into it. I don't think it's going to happen right away. There's some other things that have to kind of fall into place, but yeah, there's a good chance we could be looking at an Ioniq in our future. don't tell anybody, but I still might get an ACM 1300 watt hour as well sometime. Maybe. But just keep that between you and me. Alright, so let's see how we do with some simple bike corral maneuvering. This is the maneuver that really did a number on my M Super when I tried to do it backwards. Broke my trolley handle, cracked the shit out of it. Alright, I can do that, but the turns are kind of wide. Let's go in here. See how we do zipping around the bike racks. I mean, I'm definitely turning better, but there's obviously a handling difference between a wheel this size and the M Super or a smaller wheel, like my 9-bot or the MCM4. I knew that was going to happen. That's fast. Yeah, that's my... Oh shit, it was upside down that whole time. Oh, I think I can flip the video. But yeah, that's my current state of turning on the Monster. And although I would really like to just try to ride backwards, the fact that this thing is so slow to ramp up and accelerate, I'm worried about the like doing a reversal. It's going to be too slow and I'll drop it. And I'll tell you, even if this thing was stationary and it just drops on the side, it is so heavy. I can see it frickin', snapping something. Some of the actually Marty was talking about this. The the case, even though it's bigger, Gotway definitely did not ruggedize any of the components to accommodate the larger dimensions or weight or mass. It's all still the same relatively low quality stuff, which is unfortunate. I mean, the wheel looks nice, but it definitely is no more impact resistant than anything smaller. Although I probably could do a standing start reverse. Man, if I drop this thing, I'm gonna be really pissed because I really want to try to keep it nice. So I'm going to try to resist the urge. But anyway, just for casual tooling around, the open spaces like this, I'm pretty much 100% comfortable in the Monster for that. Definitely no problem. I could commute this to work without an issue. I'm 99% positive about that. Alright, I haven't been here very long at all, but I'm going to head back. Got a couple things I want to do back at the house. It's Sunday afternoon, so winding down the weekend. And I have a super shitty week of work ahead of me. So, I want to just try to chill out a little bit. It's always a good thing. So, let's head back. Alright, I'm going to try to get Strava running on my phone and then go the bike lane, the short distance to the house and see what kind of speeds I can maintain. We're hauling pretty good. Got a slight headwind. Feels faster than that. Got a wind sort of side swiping me right now, so I'm not going crazy with the speed. Okay, about a half mile from home. I didn't go for real fast cruising speeds there. Just there's too much wind buffeting me around. It's fine. Feels good to ride. Made it. Alright, so like I said, that was a short ride. Just trying to get myself more, my body more familiar with the physics of the Monster, and it's getting there. Still can't turn as well as I would prefer, but I'm sure with time that will improve as well. So I guess that's it. Enjoyed the ride along, and until next time, Duckman.